I guess one of my hobbies, which I can't really put a label on, is just generally goofing around. You know, just a lot of shenanigans with my friends.
Do you want to expand on that?
No.
Hi, my name is Hank, and welcome to Kimball.
Who is Hank?
Well, Hank's got his own style, right?
Hank is the man for the job.
What isn't Hank at this point?
If you need something done, you need someone around you, you know.
Like Hank's ready to go for everything.
You can count on him to be there.
You can make a joke and they'll take it as a challenge.
That's who Hank is to me.
Don't wanna be a better man. Singing different lines over there.
I love music. I love making music. I love listening to music. I'm on the drums, I'm on the guitar, I'm on vocals.
Oh, D, why'd you get so high?
I'd call it a happy accident. I've always been surrounded by musicians, so I wasn't really deaf to the process of playing music and learning an instrument, but I just never got around to it till sophomore year. I was really deep diving into classic rock, and I stumbled across Dire Straits' Money for Nothing, and I was like, okay, there's a free guitar in the band room that nobody ever uses. What's stopping me from just figuring it out? I have been playing guitar ever since. Senior year, I had been looking at Rock Band the entire time, just as an observer, and I'm not that good. In my head, I justified the only way to get better is if I just go for it. So I went for it. I came into KUA knowing that I wanted to do something with the military. I was literally just sitting in the admissions room and there was a hardcover book that said KUA Fire Brigade. I'm like, you're kidding me. They offer that here? From day zero, I was so intrigued. Like, how many people can say they're in high school and on the fire department?
We always said with the brigade is the seniors get to drive in 2. So I need 2 volunteers just to go down and play for the school and just wait there.
Early September, junior year, I threw in an application, crossed my fingers, and I made it. I regret absolutely nothing.
We are now going to have an opportunity to drive Engine 2. And I'm quite excited.
So Hank's in Fire Brigade, right? If the call goes out, Hank's gonna be on it, he's gonna respond to it. Doesn't matter. But then he's gonna go and he's gonna work on all the post stuff. He's gonna be cleaning the firehouse. He's gonna be going and making sure that the equipment is ready. That's like a whole element that I don't even see. That's just what he's gonna do and go and make sure that's gonna happen. Hank is wanting to be there to support whatever it is that is happening. Whether that support needs to be of a person or a friend or an event. Hank is just all about it.
Hello.
Nobody.
The one I don't think about that much, but I feel like I have the most impact in, is dorm proctor. And my favorite 4th floor dweller. It's you.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I feel like it's very important to just ask how people are doing. A simple "how are you?" I've gotten some surprising answers, and I feel like I get a lot of insight in how the well-being of my students are. So, my favorite, let's say, Bryant dormitory memory. I was doing my second rounds, and I found Riley Werner had a yellow stress ball. To mess with him, I went outside, walked around the corner, and I just beamed it on the ceiling, and it stayed. Oh no, I lost Riley's thing. He's gonna be so mad. I turned to my left, he's on the ground laughing. I threw that ball up in January. What's today? It's Tuesday, and it's the 20th, so only 3 days ago did that ball come down. It was pretty much the entire second floor and me. We were all like looking at this thing and we're like, yep, it's gonna come down tomorrow. I woke up the next morning, went down, poked my head in the hallway. Guess who's still there but the yellow stress ball?
What's the name you gave it?
I'm so glad you asked. We decided to make a cult, shall we say. We gave the yellow stress ball a name, and that name is Umbe Bumbwe Adimu Buante Elron Hoya Bembe. And I'm not saying that with an ounce of irony.
Great job, Mo and Liam. And last and finally, we have Liam again, and Hank with Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones.
We decided to play in Coffee House when I started singing. And before I played and sang with Hank, I never really felt confident enough to do something like that. But something about playing with Hank just gave me that confidence I needed, and seeing what he could do was inspiring to me. So I thought, get up on stage, sing my heart out.
It's been a rough week.
It's been a rough 4 years. You know, I can still remember freshman year.
We've had Coffee House every year. We really thank you guys for coming out and performing. You guys are amazing.
We love you,
Coming to the
KUA.
shows. Changed our lives. And even after we're gone, we'll come back to visit.
Yeah, he's off to Northeastern. I'm off to Fort Bragg. But we will be back. I mean, after all, wild horses can't really drag us away.
When he first started out, there was a little bit of me that was like, okay, come on. He tried picking up the guitar. Hank has always had this stubbornness about him that's both his pride and his downfall. He'll learn to play a chord. I'll try and tell him like, oh, okay, but you can play it also this way. It's like, no! It's been quite the journey. He kind of started doing guitar around sophomore year. Got into drums, and he's singing more now. He's getting better with the guitar. He's getting better with drums. He's keeping better beats.
When we have a role missing, Hank can fill it. He plays guitar, he plays the drums, he can sing. He's always there to step up to the role, to step up to the plate.
He's found his own niche. I think that's really good for him. I think everyone needs to have their own little sort of niche. It's their own style, their own musical technique, their own musical voice. I think I'm just all good because Hank found it before I did.
I love playing with Hank. When you have a jam partner that you've been with for so long, you sort of get to know them musically as well, and that's the friendship that I have with him, and it's amazing. Hank picked the song, Wild Horses. Hank really likes one line in that song. It's, I have my freedom, but I don't have much time. I'm not really sure why he likes it so much, but I have a guess. Hank is gonna go into the military, and right now he's free to do whatever he wants, but he doesn't have a lot of time before he has to go out to Fort Bennington. That mentality of I have my freedom now, but I don't have much time is well fitting for a character like Hank.
Wild, wild horses, we'll ride them someday.
Playing guitar and singing and being in the band is really important to him. Hank is extraordinarily talented, and I hope he pursues that in the future, but I have no idea what his plans are.
We love you, KUA. Well, that's it for me. I've been Hank, and this was KUA Questions.